Good morning, Faith Family. Sam Bakhtiar here, and today I wanted to kind of share a very personal story about myself. Not many people know this, but this is something that I think might benefit you. So in 1996, I was a senior at Penn State University. I was getting my degree in pre-medicine and nutrition, and I was also getting ready for Pittsburgh bodybuilding competition. And Pittsburgh bodybuilding competition is one of the biggest bodybuilding competitions on the East Coast. So I was taking like 20 units, 22 units a semester, and I was working, about 30 hours a week, and I was getting ready for a bodybuilding show. And I was so hard on myself. And I mean, everything had to be exact. I was working out, 2 to 3 hours a day, going to school, working. So I was just like a robot, getting everything done, laser focused. But I was so hard on myself. I remember, over dieting and making everything complicated. And it was just, long story short, one night I blew it. I remember getting up in the middle of the night. I had such a hunger pains. And I literally got in my car, went and ate a dozen donuts, some ice cream, some pizza, and I think a burrito, in a matter of 2 to 3 hours. I just went on a massive binge. Went to bed, woke up the next morning with this guilt. So I had so much guilt. I couldn't believe that I blew my diet like that. I literally, got up crying, and I decided, and I was all these negative talks to myself. Sam, you blew it. If you can't even stick to your diet, what are you even doing becoming a bodybuilder? You don't even deserve to be a bodybuilder. So I decided 2 weeks before the bodybuilding competition that I'm just going to drop out. And I did. And I went to this little depression. And for 2 weeks, I ate nothing but pizza, donuts, ice cream. I was just down out. I didn't go to the gym. But I did decide to go to watch the bodybuilding show. So I went to the bodybuilding show as a spectator, because I was supposed to participate. Now I'm a spectator in front row seat, and I'm looking at the bodybuilders on stage. And when my class got called out, the class that I was supposed to compete in, I looked at the guys on stage, and I realized that even after 2 weeks of binging, after falling off, after all this negative thoughts, all negative emotions, negative feelings, if I would have just stepped on stage that day, I would have still won. So sometimes I think we just get in our own way. Sometimes we let our mind beat us. And you and I know that weight loss is a mental game. It's not a physical game, because mentally sometimes we'll self-sabotage. So I learned from that mistake that it's okay. You're not going to have a perfect day every day. Sometimes you might fall off the deep end. But next time what I did was, if I got to that level, I went and ate a little something, and I got right back on track. And that's when I learned that lesson. I went and became the first bodybuilder in history. In 2005, I became the first bodybuilder in history to have a first place title in every single weight class, because I learned from that mistake. So if you have gone through something like this, and if you have binged, or if you went off a deep end, it's not the end of the world. Learn from that. Next time you get to that point, make sure you don't, if you're going to eat something, no big deal. Jump right back on the saddle. And if you know what triggered you to get to that point, well, make sure you don't trigger anything that's going to get you there. For me, it was just too hard on myself. I overtrained. I overthought everything. I was being so obsessive, that's kind of, I just blew it. So I hope somebody out there is listening to this right now. I hope my story can help you. And if you're out there, get back on track, get back on the saddle. It's not the end of it. We all go through that. Okay? Can't wait to see your transformation. God bless you. I'm here for you. Let's do this. Thank you very much.